Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about American politics, and I want to talk about a new Hollywood truth, right? And the reason why we study Hollywood truths is because they're extremely pertinent to American politics. And if you understand Peter Zeihan's work, what we're about to talk about goes straight to the importance of demographics. So my personal hero is, one of my personal heroes is Grace Randolph. She's the best movie reviewer in the world. And frankly, I'm sitting here on my little channel, right? I got 3,100 followers. I have 1.9 million views, right? If I'm fortunate, I could hit 2 million views on this channel. It's a huge milestone for me, and it comes from Grace. I really look up to her a lot, right? So she was reviewing Joker Folie à Deux, right? And she said that this movie had a lot to say about men, and the reason why it failed was that Todd Phillips literally insulted the men who gave him $1 billion for his first film, and he just spit in their faces with Joker 2, and was very cruel to them. And Grace said, society overall has reached a point. Society overall has become very cruel to men. What? Wait. What? What'd you say there? Right now, that sounds like a line straight out of an incel's journal, right? Right, and it also sounds like something Jordan Peterson would say, right? And also it sounds like there's a community like pro dude community, very man positive community. There's a special term for it. But here's the thing. Why does it matter that Grace said society overall has become very cruel to men, right? If I said that, people are like, well, you're a 54-year-old man. Of course you think, you don't get enough in society, right? If Jordan Peterson says it, it doesn't count, right? If Andrew Tate says it, it doesn't count, right? And honestly, that quote sounds like it came from, Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, or it might have come from me on a more, when I was more right-leaning that day, right? I think I'm fully rejected by both groups. I'm anti-abortion, right? So not going to get a lot of hugs on the left, right? But I'm LGBTQ. I think LGBTQ should be treated equally, right? And we're all humans, right? And so the right wing's like, what? Well, so I get rejected by both. I'm right in the middle, right? And but I think it's important to realize, so why does this quote matter so much? Grace has got the receipts. She's super pro-woman. She's super pro-women getting power. She's super pro-LGBTQ. And she is super liberal, right? She's so liberal, she blocks the word woke on... People will say, hey, you didn't get my super chat. And she's like, you probably used a word that I banned, right? And I was like, well, did they use the C word, the F word, the S word? And she's like, the W word. What? The woke. If you use the term woke, she will ban your quote, right? Now, I think you're like, oh, Scott, that's terrible. She's not for free. You can kick rocks, man. Grace has forgotten more about, putting on a great YouTube channel than any of us have ever remembered, right? She's the queen. She is fantastic at what she does, right? But I really thought that was fascinating, right? A super liberal, pro-LGBTQ, super feminist woman, right, is oh yeah, this world has become extremely cruel to men. What now? That, and the reason why I'm bringing this to you is another huge inspiration to me, Al Mohler. He goes, it don't matter when people who are incented to say something says it. When you hear somebody who is incented not to say it, that's when it counts. And I think that's the truth of it. Grace Randolph, super pro LGBTQ, super liberal, super feminist, as saying flat out, this world is extremely cruel to men. It is. It's become it is. Preach, girl. Yeah. That is a Hollywood truth. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.